Modern women don't want to be They don't want to be romanced. They want to be desired. They don't want to be romanced. They want to be desired. And so, what Ted is doing, he's not showing her his desire. He's showing her his romantic side. These are traits that might be attractive, but they are not arousing. And arousing is what you want when you want to, of course, have sex with a woman. Because as the saying goes, good guys finish last.
Ted?
Hi! I was just,
Come on up. So, Ted, what brings you back to Brooklyn at 1 a.m. in a suit?
I was just hoping to get those olives sharing.
Would you like those olives with some gin and vermouth?
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Starters.
Okay, so there you see it. This is modern woman, right? This is a modern woman. Robin's a modern woman. She's sexually liberated. And they want to show you that, oh, it's because Ted's romantic. But you're going to see in later episodes that it doesn't take a romance to get into Robin's knickers. And this is one of the criticisms of Ted, is that he becomes more bitter and things about his dating life, which is odd because if a woman becomes that way, they don't make that a point of contention. The older woman gets, she stayed out on the market dating, they don't say she's a bitter woman. I'm not going to give away too much, but in my opinion, Ted starts to see that the things he did to get with Robin weren't necessarily warranted. And you see here, she says, would you like a drink with those olives? So again, olives are a euphemism for sex. The show has implied as much, and you as the audience understands as much as well. But you're gonna see, one of the biggest switcheroos you've ever seen in your life, because you're gonna find out women don't want to feel as though they're actively engaging in a sexual encounter. They want to feel as though they're passively engaging, right? They are just a participant. They're just almost like from a third person perspective, participant in the whole encounter. That's how they want to feel. Like if things just happen, it just happened. So now remember, because the stat showed us the main reasons that, and this is what men actually are comfortable giving, the reason that they don't want to get married, right? But I don't want to give away too much at the end, but there is another hidden reason why at least modern men don't want to get married. And that isn't said, it isn't spoken, it's kind of out there in the ether, but at least from a statistical standpoint, you're not going to see this in any data set, but that's all I'm going to say for right now. But the exchange between Robin and Ted just now, right? So I think she's probably in their 20s. I know Ted's 27, so she's probably around the same age. She's in her 20s. She's in her mid-20s, right? They're in the age of commitment. Now, when women are young, they don't want to be romanticized. They want to be desired, right? Now, this is, of course, not me. I want to be romanticized. That's not how most women typically prioritize that later as they get older. That's why a lot of the times you hear older women discussing or talking about, well, I want to be taken out. I want to be romanticized. I want to be taken out like on a date. It'd just be a surprise and he brings me flowers. Now, of course, you're going to hear a young woman say this, but again, what women say versus what they do are two different things. So what do young girls actually do? Do they even, if you are a guy and you went to come pick, they are assuming attraction. They first have to be attracted to you for them to even receive those things. So, but they want to be desired when they're younger. They want to feel as though they're the bee's knees, if you will. They want to feel as though men, all like When men see them, they can't think straight, they can't operate. This is how women would like their effect to be on men when they're younger. Only when they're older do they realize that not only is that impossible, but that may not have ever been possible, at least with the higher status guys. So in the scene here, Robin asks, what is Ted doing there this time of night in a suit? Of course, Ted responds, I'm here to pick up those olives. Again, olives, euphemism for sex. Now, how does Robin respond to that? He's young, remember?